Assalamualaikum and Hi everyone. Today, our group will be presenting our infographic about the case study of heavy metals pollution in Sungai Langat. So our group consists of me, Wan Nurathilah, 21181, Rohaya, 210203, Noranisha, 212040, Nurul Darwisyah, 210259, and Nurul Afiqah, 21194. Pollution is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. Pollutants can be natural, such as volcanic ash. They can also be created by human activity, such as trash or runoff produced by factories. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land. And today, we will investigate the pollution that occurred in Sungai Langat in 7 August 2021.
So what are the pollutants that have been detected in the water sample? So firstly is ammonia and arsenic. So from the sample, it shows a very high level and it is over the acceptable value. So this possibly accumulated slag from the former metal scrap processing activity near the river area. So this pollutant can affect the source of drinking water quality. The fact that is in drinking water only need a certain percentage of ammonia and arsenic contains. So if it is over the value, it can be so dangerous to be drink. So next is boron, phenol, oil and grease. It shows higher than the permissible level. So oil and gas also one of the most high response from the survey. Maybe the respondent can see through their eyes that how bad the condition of the river and the oil layer that come from the factories.
Test on plant water near the factory was conducted and it shows phenol, manganese, iron and sulfide found are higher than the permissible level. Elements like manganese and iron can form slime in the toilet tanks and can clog the water system. From the survey, most of respondents vote for those major causes of water pollution comes from industrial and domestic waste.
There are few causes of the pollution. The first one is the influence from factories in the Mahkota Industrial Park in Banting and other nearby industrial area. Second, dark color heavy metal was found in Sungai Langat River. Third, dumping site. Fourth, wastewater discharge. Fifth, company taken to court twice, but there is no response from them to stop the pollution. Next, tests on sample was carried out by Malaysia Kini and revealed that the sample did not meet the environmental quality regulation under the Environmental Quality Act 1979. Lastly, unsatisfactory response. Next, I will pass to another presenter.
Next, there will be 3 methods to determine pollutants in water pollution, such as HPLC or gas chromatography, observing the river condition, and chromophoric dissolved organic method. The first one is HPLC or gas chromatography. In this case, we prefer HPLC chromatography because water is in liquid form. There will be 2 phases in HPLC, which are stationary phase where the separation occurs and mobile phase where the solvents flow through the pump. HPLC consists of 6 components, such as decaster where the element is formed to introduce the mobile phase in the sample, injector, column detector and data processor where the chromatogram will be appeared. So for the first step, the injector will inject the sample, which is the water, into the instrument. Then the detector will detect the pollutants and turn it into chromatogram. The peaks in chromatogram will show the compounds that exist in the water.
Next methodology that we can use to determine the pollutants in water pollution is by observing the river condition. Okay, how we can observe the river condition? Okay, we should visit the polluted river and then we observe the condition of the river. If there's dead fishes on the surface of the water, it means that the river has been polluted by industrial waste. If you see the water is in brown or orange hue water, it means that the river has been polluted by excess iron and manganese. And then if you see the water having bubbles or foam or maybe foamy water, it probably has been polluted by phosphorus, a lot of phosphorus that maybe come from the pesticide or anything that have a high content of phosphorus. Next way is we can use chromophoric dissolved organic matter, or we call it as CDOM. Okay, CDOM is an instrument that able to track any organic matter in water. For example, like if the water has been polluted by any hydrocarbons, it can detect the organic matter. It is by taking the sample, the polluted water from the river, and then analyze it using the spectrophotometers. So we have three ways. We suggest three ways how to determine the pollutants in water pollution. Next is our data analysis. So on 29th of May 2022, we have been conducted a survey through Google Form about the heavy metals pollution in Sungai Langat. So 81 respondents were successfully answered our survey. So based on our survey, only half of our respondents, which is 56.8%, know about this news. I can say that the spreadness about the news is not wide, because only half of 81 respondents know about it.
From the survey, we provide some ways to investigate the water pollutant, which are by taking the water sample, take soil as the sample, ask the resident, test the water toxicity, and interviewing the factory's workers. So the highest answer is taking the water sample, which is 73%. So which is a very appropriate way. So from the water sample, we can identify the pollutant. We can get so many information just by taking the water sample. So this step can be done by conducting the analytical analysis that have been explained before, like the HPLC, the GC, and others. Another ways, which is interviewing the co-workers, ask the resident. So this also can help to identify the water levels. By doing this step, it can help to get another general information about the water pollution. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Based on our survey that we have done, so these are the few causes of the pollutions that respondent might think the cause of the pollution. So the first one is disposing chemicals into the river. Second is selfishness. Next is industrial waste and garbage. Next is oil spillage from container. Factories dumping their chemical waste into the river. And lastly is not being concerned of environment health. Next, I will be passed to the next presenter.
Okay, from the survey conducted by us, the respondent chooses to enforce the law to give awareness to the public to overcome the problem of water pollution, like fine with imprison and compound to the person who violate the law. The least way chosen by the respondent are punishment with monetary sanction and reverse psychology method. The respondent may be think that way is less effective to the public.